Hey guys, it's Measley again, and today I have a quick video for you detailing a little trick that I do that helps me target items such as legendaries and set items. So the trick is simply to set your loot specialization right before you kill a boss or open a cache. This move, as simple as it seems, is actually significantly important. Let's look at Agrimar's loot table for example. Let's say I want to target the set helm here above anything else. You'll see that if I toggle Vengeance specialization, there are 6 items on the loot table, whereas if I toggle Havoc specialization, there are only 5 items on the loot table. This means that if the total chance to drop an item is the same between the 2 specs, assuming that an item drops for me, I'll have a 1/5 chance of getting a set item in Havoc spec versus the 1/6 chance of getting it in Vengeance spec. If you look here at the Coven, the Havoc spec only has 4 items on its loot table, whereas Vengeance spec has 5, making it easier for me to target the set shoulders. So before approaching a boss, I always check their loot tables and then adjust my specializations accordingly. Now let's look at Iminar here. He only drops 3 items for Havoc and 4 items for Vengeance. Again, assuming the total combined drop rates are the same for both specs, if an item drops for me, I have a 1/3 chance of getting any given item as Havoc spec and a 1/4 chance of getting any of these items as Vengeance spec. Now, let's pretend that my main spec is actually Vengeance and that I don't really care about Havoc spec. Now let's say I don't own any of these items, and looking at the Vengeance loot table, I see an arcane relic which I can use. So I set my loot spec to Vengeance spec, kill the boss, the arcane relic actually drops, but now I have a bonus roll that I could use. Now, in order to not get that same duplicate arcane relic again, I can then set my loot spec to Havoc to guarantee that I don't get it, since unlike the other 3 items, it's not on Havoc's loot table. Lastly, I want to quickly talk about legendaries, and how you can again use your loot specs to your advantage to target certain legendaries. A prime example would be myself, who used to play a lot of Enhancement Shaman, but has now switched to Elemental Shaman in the newest patch. While I already have most of the enhancement legendaries, I'm still missing the Eye of the Twisting Nether, which is a really good legendary for both specs. And since I just started playing Elemental, I actually don't have a lot of the other Elemental legendaries. Now, since legendaries don't ever drop duplicates, I can set my default loot spec to enhancement even though I'm playing Elemental to have a higher chance of getting the Eye of the Twisting Nether, because on the enhancement side, most of the legendary drops have already been exhausted. And that's it for this little guide. I hope you guys found it helpful, and if you did, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Peace out, guys.